welcome back once again. It's Thursday, and that means it's time for some Heresy Thursday. And if you thought it was shocking enough that the Iron Warriors got something last week, well, I've got news for you, because this time round, it's the Iron Hands. It seems like Games Workshop have actually remembered that a ton of different legions actually exist, and are trying to fill out the ranks a little bit. Look at this Iron Hands Legion Praetor. Good lord, there is a fair bit going on there, I think you can agree. We definitely need to see a little bit closer up. Oh, there we go. You know what? Initial thought. Busy. Quite busy, but I don't mind it. This is one of those models where I want gubbins, right? I want gubbins. I want more stuff. More techie stuff. I feel like with the Iron Hands especially, when you get to like the Iron Fathers and so on, you kind of need to have a bit of an overload when it comes to just extra things, and this has definitely got that. It really feels like there's a significant contrast as well. The armour is super bulky, the breastplate has got so much girth it's unreal, but then there's a bunch of cables moving through it, which is really cool. The prosthetic leg is insanely chunky, but that right prosthetic arm, that is actually fairly, relatively, compared to the rest of him, quite elegant in a way. The contrast between what is effectively a mini dreadnought leg and a quite nicely made arm, I like that. I like the difference. I like the contrast. The helmet is obviously superior to the bare head because he's got a big crest made out of metal, none of this horsehair or... I don't know, is it actual horsehair? Are there horses on Ultramar? I don't know. I was going to say none of your horsehair stuff that you might see on an Ultramarines model, but I don't know what it's made of. Maybe they have some sort of six-legged horse. Maybe they ship them in. Maybe they've got Krieg horsehair helmets. What am I talking about? Shut up. The helmet looks fantastic. The lenses look great. All the little cables and stuff going along the side. I really like how exposed some of the actual technology is on this model. There's like gaps in plating where cables are running through. It just looks so good. The mechadendrites look absolutely fantastic. I really like the different ends to them as well. And the fact it looks like there's sockets on the end, so you could like potentially switch out attachments and stuff. I just think they look super cool. Got another grav weapon being held in that right hand, which is great. The power fist looks really cool as well, especially with the exposed cable running out of it. I love the cog motif on the trim on the shoulder pad as well. In fact, both of them, looking at it, they've both got that kind of cog look to them. That's really cool. I do love some like segmented armor as well, like overlapping plates. There's just something about that it just hits the spot, but I'm not really sure why. Plus, he's got a little skull friend with a bunch of knife-like robot limbs. I mean, that's just excellent. It's just excellent. Overall, I just think this is a really solid model. It's really fun, it's really interesting, there's a lot going on, it is kind of busy, but it's not, I don't think it's too busy, I think it's just right, the balance is just right. Got some nice close-ups. I really wish we could see the back of the model, that would be nice, but we can see a little bit more detail on the chest there and on the armour as a whole. That leg is fantastic, really like that, it looks awesome. It is absolutely criminal that we're not getting a closer look at the little servo skull that skitters about. I mean, that was a missed opportunity. Surely of all the things you want to focus on, of all the things you want to get a nice, good zoom in on, the little spider skull should be top of the list. Should be top of the list. There should be no question. It should be that every single time, and yet we can see the Power Fist a bit better. Power Fist is cool. I like the Power Fist, don't get me wrong. The Power Fist is a classic, but the fact is, I want to see that little freak. I want to see the little freak, and I can't see the little freak right now. I mean, yeah, we can do a sort of janky zoom in, but that's still not enough. I want to get right in there. Although, actually, no, that has helped quite a lot. That looks so good. Zoomed in that far. Oh, that's a great little addition. It's so weird, and it's also got like a metal mohawk as well. Like a kind of cog metal mohawk. What? Why does he have that? I mean, he has that because you want it. Which, frankly, are you going to argue? I think you should leave that at home. I just don't think it belongs on the battlefield. No, you can't say that to this guy. Look at him. Also, is that like a power or pressure indicator that I didn't notice before on the chest? Is that what that is? Because, incredible. Love it. Honestly, it's another good one. It's another good Heresy Thursday. It's another good Heresy model for me. I really like this. Plus, of course, there's nothing stopping you from just grabbing this and using it in 40k. If I saw someone use this as that like Gravis-equipped Iron Father, I'd be like, that's totally fine. That's okay. Go for it. Totally allowed. Look at it. He's so chunky. He's got the mass. Like, there's no way that you wouldn't count that. Oh, but the war gear be wrong. Shut up, it looks cool, who cares? So, Iron Hands who reach the highest echelons of command become Iron Fathers, gifted artisans who craft ever more efficient and devastating weapons. Function always takes precedence over form. You say that, but I'd argue that he looks good. A teaching handed down from the Gorgon himself, they judge the outcomes of their labour on its efficiency, melting flesh and technology together in pursuit of power beyond mortal ken. Or melding flesh. I said melting, that's different. Different process. This new Praetor is equipped with the fruits of all that graft, fine artificer armour, a mighty power fist, and a grav pistol alongside a grasping array of servo arms. A skulking cyber familiar, excellent, lurks on his shoulder, a lesser homunculite wired directly into its operator's neural centre. It acts as an extension of his will and senses, improving his ability to avoid or deflect incoming attacks. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. I like that. Obviously, Forge World resin, and there's going to be another Heresy Thursday next week, so we'll have to make sure to keep an eye out for that, won't we? So there we go. That's like the third week in a row where we've had a pretty solid model. Hopefully the next one will be decent as well. Imagine if they do 3 weeks of solid models, and then the fourth one is just an absolute stinker. It seems unlikely. It probably won't be. We can but hope that they continue on an upward trend of releasing cool stuff, especially for legions that are a bit lacking in the special model department. Let me know what you think of that, lad, in the comments down below. In the meantime, feel free to click all the things, and I will see you for the next one.